drop it.
Hi, chat. I really mean it when I say tonight's gonna be a very, ASMR-y type night. I don't know what's happening with me, but I am very tired. Also, don't look at it! Don't look at it! What the hell? Where's the game? What happened to game? I just had it displayed! But how's everyone today? I am, unironically, very tired. More tired than I realize. I don't know, but like, some sort of like, thing got hold of me and was like, yep. Oh, I did it! Wait, hold up. Alright, wait, we set it up! Oh my god. I was like struggling on like why it wasn't showing. But hello everyone, how are you? Let me greet everyone who's here today. Hello Cheese, hello Koru, hello Snide. How are you guys? Again, I am very eepy, I am very tired. I think I attribute it to like me. No! For some reason, there's like a million horror games that are, you're right by a computer and something scary happens. I think we've had that premise, I think like 6 times on stream. I think the real horror is the internet, truly. Background acquired. It's not just the background, it's the fucking game. So, how's everyone? But yeah, I think I'm more tired than ever right now, mainly because like, dude, I got up earlier than usual, right? To play Yu-Gi-Oh! I had locals today, my usual time at like 1 p.m. Pacific, and I have not played a card game in like 2 months. So I decided like, oh, you know, what better time to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Than right now after many weeks of not playing. Unfortunately, I had 2 routes, right? One route is, why don't I play like an easy deck, like Blue Eyes White Dragon? No, I chose to play Memento, which is notoriously a hard deck. Also, how are you, Zanji? What I found very funny, because I was playing a very hard deck, right? Which is like practically a solitaire combo deck. My first round opponent, he had a lot of enthusiasm. You could feel the joy and the whimsy he had. Unfortunately, I was his opponent round 1, and game 1, destroyed completely. Game 2, I opened literally nothing. Game 3, right, destroyed again. And you could tell he was really happy. Like the amount of joy when I scooped game 2, I was like, oh no, I'm about to crush this guy's spirit. He doesn't even know what's about to hit him. And yep, I had to do it to him. I'm just like that guy. You know that you know that white guy, that white kid, wearing the pink polo on the street with a very visible like sock tan? That's me. I had to do to him, and I did. And after like our match, he just fucking left. So like, there's no one else to blame but me. I caused like this like happy dude, right, excited to play fucking you know, an anime deck. I crushed his spirit and he immediately left locals. So we were like there being like, where the fuck's your opponent? And we're like, oh, I guess you just have the bye now. You ruined his life? Yeah, I'm just saying, card games, it's ruined nowadays, right? You have people like scalping Pokemon, you have people playing SpongeBob cards in Magic, and you have people like me in Yu-Gi-Oh! Making sure they are not having any fun. You stopped him from having a worse fate? You know, you might be correct. Like, he could have continued playing. He could have enjoyed himself, like, even longer. Right? No. Nuh-uh. I think I prevented him, like, a worse fate, right? He could have been, like... That sense of joy could have continued. He could have been like, wait, this Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing is really cool. And then he starts, you know, bankrupting himself, right? I'm gonna be real with you. There's, like, a part of me that's like, wait... I could buy a Switch too, or I could buy 3 copies of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. The fucked up thing, right, is that when I told people at my locals, that are like, oh yeah, I'm not buying this deck, and I haven't bought this staple yet, because I'm saving for a Switch 2, they looked at me like I was a fucking pariah, right? Like, I, visibly or, audibly, said the wrong decision. Like, I out loud said, I kill babies or something. It's like, why are you guys upset? Why are you guys mad at me? I would rather buy the Switch 2 than 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You don't? I think I'm making the correct decision. And again, a lot of them were mad. Were like, dude, imagine buying a Switch 2 that cost $450. Do you not know? I'm going to look up how the PS5 costs. PlayStation 5 price. Is that $450? Let me go check Best Buy really quick. Huh. $450. So you would rather buy a PS5 than a Switch 2? And then I asked them, or I told them straight up, dude, the PS5 has no games. I didn't bring it up, they brought it up. So I had to defend my honor. And by defending my honor, I said the 3 key words that at least somebody listened and agreed with me. Donkey Kong Bonanza. After those 3 words were uttered, people were like, all right, I think I get it. I think I get it. Because I'm gonna be real with you, I don't care about Mario Kart. However, I think I am buying the Mario Kart bundle. Water break? Thank you. Also, hi, Dude the Pretty. How are you? This is gonna be a softer horror stream. Very soft. Don't I sound soft? Do you like this voice? I could do like ASMR. Give me a line. Hey, Step Bro, what are you doing here? You're so Mario Kart coded. Sometimes words just don't have meaning anymore. I think I agree with Sophocles. But yeah, I don't know. I find it crazy that nobody wants to get the Switch 2. At least in that room. But the more I interview them about what games they're interested in, one treats the Switch as the Pokemon machine. And I'm like, Pokemon? Just Pokemon? And they're like, no, not just Pokemon. Persona 5 Strikers. Yep, I don't think I agree with that. Alright, Dude the Pretty wants me to say this. Women went extinct back in the early 60s and were replaced with humanoid robots developed by the CIA as a way to make spying on the population easier. Every person you see that's a female is actually a cyborg that's broadcasting a video feed to the CIA in real time. See, you can't trust these femoids, okay, chat? It's all a ruse. They're trying to convince you to, pay taxes or something. I will not give you Deku ASMR. Now that's what I'm talking about. What does that make femboys then? Good point. It's not a Pokemon machine. Turns out that Pokemon might be one of the worst games you could play on the Switch. And I love Pokemon. I'm holding that opinion. There are many games that I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna stream because I want to play this game, right? Pokemon isn't one of those games. I'm gonna be real with you. Dude, I agree, Dead to Brand. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza looks so good. When I said Donkey Kong Bonanza, I'm gonna be real with you. People did, at my locals were like, wait, you're cooking. You're cooking. I think you're cooking. And I agree, I am cooking. I think I would rather play Hentai Adventure on the Switch than any Pokemon game on Switch again. Well, good thing for some reason, the Switch has a lot of hentai shovelware. I don't know why. For a console like the Nintendo Switch, just to have hentai Tetris and assorted dating sims, it's a very popular console to have it. In fact, did you know that a lot of visual novels typically don't have the same censorship that they would have had if they were released on the PlayStation 5. Sony is known to you're releasing a visual novel? Let me cover the tits. Let me, no hand holding. This skirt, a little bit too short. But for some reason, when releasing visual novels on like the Switch, it's like, Nintendo's like, yeah, fuck it, go ahead. 2 centimeters. That's how long your skirt is. Hi, Morgana, how are you? Yeah, that's like an entire thing. Like, I don't really subscribe to that like entire like school of thought, but like, low-key, I think it's very funny when people call Sony soyny. Dude, we said soy, we said femoid. What's another word? Beta male? If you say it's a Switch game, that sensors are just like, oh, it's you just stab it. But I don't know. I think it's more the fact that like, oh yeah, Nintendo maybe you know, maybe better understands these like Japanese developers who are eager to upload their explicit visual novel online, right? Versus Sony, right? Who's like, I don't think I want to release this. Anyway, another Last of Us game right now. Hello, white male. You're my favorite slop. Do you know there's like another Last of Us game that is coming out for the PlayStation 5? And it's not a new game. It's like Last of Us 1 and 2 remastered. Every time I think of it, I'm like, I'm gonna say it again. The PlayStation 5 really doesn't have any games. I can't wait for the last game the eShop is. When you say DSP, do you mean Dark Side Phil? Anyway, so this, again, that's why I am not playing the top meta deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not spending money on, like, Tarkir Dragons or anything, right? Even though I went to locals, right? I still got 3rd place playing a shitty deck. I'm just saying. People looked at me like I'm crazy that I refuse to play the #1 deck, that I, Suwoon, don't want to spend $500 on cardboard, right? And that I would rather play it on a Switch. I think the biggest thing too is that like, I brought up the GameCube emulator, which I think the Nintendo Switch Online GameCube emulator is cool, but as someone who has experience with Dolphin, right? It's like cool, you know. I've had a GameCube emulator for a while now, but when I brought that up, people felt devastated. It's like, I have to get a Switch 2? I have to get a Switch 2 now? You don't have to get a Switch 2. Just don't be a dummy and learn how to emulate. But I've seen a lot of people fail at emulation, which is like why I don't know if they're the type to know how to emulate, so maybe it's safer for them to spend $500 to play Path of Radiance. I think the worst part about the Last of Us thing is that it's like Skyrim. If Skyrim was actually beyond mid, I've heard good things about Last of Us. But, you know, it's like, how do I describe it? It's like it's like quite literally beating a dead horse. It's like, yep, you guys love Joel and Ellie? Well, how about Joel and Ellie on the PS4? How about Joel and Ellie for the PlayStation 5? Oh, you really like Last of Us 2 on the PlayStation 4? How about Last of Us 2 for the PS5 remastered? It's like, why do you keep on porting it? Stop it. Bad. Stop. We had enough already. You can play PlayStation 4 games on the PS5. You don't need a remastered for a PlayStation 4 game. Hello! Help me, please, I am confused. Sometimes I say that. I agree. Dude, the Prinny, you know what? You did say that, and I'm not rating that. Skyrim is peak. People's relationship with Skyrim is very unique, right? I can't parse it, you know? I think Skyrim is, like, genuinely, I've talked about it with Zanji, about how the game is, like, a fucking calculator. It's like, alright, chat, how many times can you press left click enough for the enemy's health to go to 0, right? You are standing by the boss, right? Left click, -5, left click, -5, left click, -5, 0 HP. That's the content. However, it's nostalgic. I don't know why. Even though like the gameplay is ass, I still have a soft spot for Skyrim. But you know, I think it's the fact that I played that game in like 2011 back in middle school, and I'm like, damn, this game is truly peak. Skyrim clowns are gonna see a real Elder Scrolls game next week. I cannot wait for Oblivion. I've barely played Oblivion, and so I cannot wait for the remastered. That I heard, unfortunately, got leaked and not like actually announced by Bethesda, but who cares if Bethesda? They got $1 million. Yeah, I'm still silly with it. I'm also very tired right now, so I kind of sound kind of different. Chat, do I sound different? I'm a little more honk shoe, me. You know what? I've seen so many things. When you say the flame Atronach, I'm gonna tell you right now. I would. Third degree burns, second degree burns, any degree of burns, I would. Flame resistance potions, I gotta. Remaking Oblivion, 90% of the reason Oblivion is good because they forgot to test any of it. I think, right, if they keep the level of jank, maybe it'll be good. Like, instead of like a remaster in a way that like they're fixing things, right? I think it being prettier is welcome, right? I think if they remove the jank, I think would be very disappointing. It's like, imagine playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, but they remove stuff like wave dashing and L canceling. Like, you are stripping the soul straight out of Super Smash Bros. Melee, right? And those features are not intended by the game, right? For Oblivion, right? Where the game's like appeal and like the soul, you know, resonates from like the what's the word? From the jankness. It'll be tough if they remove it. Mods, get the flame Atronach, the silly gluck silly style. I do think the Skyrim atmosphere is very good. I don't know if it's like nerdy or anything, but a lot of the times when I'm studying or like doing assignments, I would play on the speakers like the ambient Skyrim soundtrack. So I'm just sort of like chilling, working on like database shit, and I could hear like the sort of like rustling of forests, the soft piano. It's good. And then out of nowhere, I hear the aggro noise and the dragon spawns, and I'm fucking dead. What in Oblivion is that? So shoutouts to Capcom Collection T for removing roll canceling from... See, well, I heard they removed it from... Did they remove it from competitive? But that's the thing, it's like... It's not really a remake. It's not really like a port if you're like... You want to keep the entire game intact, right? It's a shame to remove features. Even if it was not intended, if the community is in love with it, I think you should keep it around. I always bring this game up, right? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, right? If that game ever get remastered, you know, there's a lot of fucked up stuff that I would want them to keep, and there's a few stuff that I don't want them to keep. For the first, that is so sad. But yeah, why does Zanji hate L canceling? Did somebody mess you up with a Falco in college? I'm gonna tell you right now, that was me too. I got fucked up by a Falco in college. I played Falco in college. Dude, every time I chose that character, that and Fox, right? Mainly because I like Mingo. Big Mingo fan. I tried Jigglypuff, but then I was like, damn, this shit is abysmal and I'm not having any fun. How does HBox do it? I was telling my friend about how another friend insisted I needed to finish Skyrim's main story. Well, here's the thing about Skyrim's main story. It's not good. I didn't, thought it was such ass and went back to just wandering around and taking quests that piqued my interest. If you play the Skyrim story, you are gonna be incredibly disappointed, right? Doing the main scenario, you're like, I don't want to kill Parthenax. I don't think I agree with the blades. I don't think I'm having fun fighting, what's his name? Who's that big dragon? Nidhogg? No, that's Final Fantasy. I forgot his name. And then on top of that, right, then you have the war story, right? The war story, Alduin! The war storyline between the Imperials and, like, the Stormcloaks, right? I don't feel compelled to agree with either side. You have the Imperials who are in the hands of the, what's their face? The High Elves. The Thalmor. Then you got the Stormcloaks who called me slurs and bullied me. I don't know if I agree with that. Then you have the Dark Brotherhood who's like, you know, we're actually kind of like in a really bad spot. And then they all fucking die. They just, all of them do. I think Cicero is cool, but they all fucking die. College of Winterhold? No, that's not a real story. There's no real story involved. College of Winterhold sucked. What else is there? The Thieves Guild? Was good. I will say, the Thieves Guild was good. With Nocturne, and the whole, like, everything, the stealing of the Falmer Eye. That was good, that was good. But everything else of Skyrim, narrative-wise, kind of disappointing. Very, very disappointing. No reason to ever not do it, so I might as well get rid of it, reduce landing lag in general. See. Catch me on Slippy, Zanji. I gotta prove myself. What do you mean you beat the dragon, you get rewarded with their first shout? I thought it was a pretty satisfying end, I'll be pretty... See, the way, okay, Bethesda does this shit starting with Skyrim, and then you saw it also in Fallout 4. And it's like completely disappointing, right? Where it's like, in Fallout 4, the very start of the game, right, as it leads you through, pretty much gives you power armor and has you fight a Deathclaw, right? It like blows its load too early, right? Same thing with like, what's the word? Skyrim, right? You fight a big dragon immediately after Whiterun, and then you're like, oh, you're the Dragonborn! You're the Chosen One! I disagree with, like, their choices. Bethesda as a company, right? As much as I hate them, I will still play their games. Alright, time for sleep. Good night, Chuckster Cheese. Thank you for coming through to the stream. I had to watch a Rivals of Ether 2 stream. I don't own the game. And on top of that, I have not touched a fighting game in ages. I feel like if I were to play Rivals of Ether 2 on stream, I think I would get a crab thrown at me. Don't worry, what about a Garo stream? A King of Fighters stream. We could play as Athlete Ronaldo or famous British DJ. Yeah, Athlete Ronaldo or famous DJ. Salvador? See, this is what you do if your company has like an 80% stake by like one Saudi prince. He's like, what do I like? Yeah, Ronaldo's a part of like my local team. Yeah, let's put Ronaldo in the game. Yeah, how about like we put in that DJ who had like that one grandma song? Yeah, I think that'll be a good idea for my for my famous fighting game, historical fighting game that has existed for years. I don't think I'm ready for your Cristiano Ronaldo. On top of that, why is he... I think it's so funny to me, he's a set play character. Of all the games, of all the types, he's a set play. Which makes me want to play Ronaldo, but at the same time, I don't want to play Ronaldo because it's Ronaldo in my fucking fighting game. The bicycle guy in a... You know what? See, again, this is what happens when you just have a Saudi Arabian prince who just owns your company. It's like, you kind of have to kneel and be like, Yes, primary stakeholder, we will do whatever you want. Alright. It's like... I don't know. Very silly. Very, very, very silly. Anyway, I think it's time to play some slop. I know you guys been waiting for it, maybe. I've been yapping for a good 30 minutes already. See? Even though I'm tired, I still yap. Anyway, so we're playing 3 games. Who did that? Each game looks really cool. This game was actually shared by the Itch.io Twitter account called Netescape, and apparently you're in a you're playing a MMO of some sort, like an old school MMO. And I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. I love Toontown. I love Fusion Fall. I don't know what kind of MMO it refers to. Also, I don't know if it's like one of those MMOs that are like second world kind of thing, you know? Like the ones you see like your favorite streamers go and try to find cults in. We might find a cult, who knows? Anyway, it's time to play. It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game. All right, it's time, chat. Netescape. Oh. I'm a new user. Do I need to sign up? Hey, chat, can you give me your email? Oh. Welcome to Netescape, your virtual escape from the real world. I'm Spoodle, your friendly guide on the web. Get it? He's a spider. Would you like a guide on how to play Netescape? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do it. Capture those memories. Press the screenshot button to save snapshots of your adventure. Is this shit gonna save shit on my fucking computer? You can check out any screenshots you take in the screenshots folder on your desktop. When you want to return to the desktop, press the exit button. Whoa! It's actually here! And not on my real desktop. I'd be actually pissed. Alright. What are these emotes? Huh! This is a happy noise. This is a pensive noise. This is an angry noise. You pissed me off. This is the sobbing emote. Whoa! Sus? That kind of sounds sus. All right, chat. We have different cities. We have Church of Escapism, Terminal Life City, Dave's World, the Art Corner as our options. Chat, you know, I think we have to go to Dave's World. Dude, if there's any place called Dave... Hey, Lamau! Hey. Dude, I like this Dave guy. I'm fucking with it, bro. Hey, dude. Are you Dave? Do you guys hear it? Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hello, may I take your picture? Dude, I love aliens. Dude, what if I just take all my pictures in Dave's World? It's got all the kittens. It's got everything here. Aliens, too. Also about aliens, dude. I tried to, like, introduce my friend to, like, I don't know. The fuck's that noise? To, like, some, like, alien conspiracy theory that I found very entertaining. That being of the Anunnaki and King Gilgamesh. You know what? Let's just say they stopped responding to my messages. Valid though. Gilgamesh. You know, sometimes like I just want to share, like, my favorite TikToks, my favorite videos. And apparently, they're not a fan of it. Not gonna lie, though. I don't know, like, how one develops, like, a sort of an enjoyment of those stuff, right? I think it's truly, like, a developing mental illness. And by mental illness, I mean me. Whoa. Whoa, this is another... Is this another, like, user in this MMO? Hey! Tapeworm! Oh, 1 second. Look! Do you think... You know what it sounds like? What does it sound like? It sounds... Do you think he's having a good time? Help me! Help me! Let's see our screenshot of him. Oh. Alright, so we have a normal screenshot. This is the first one we tried. We got screenshot 2. You know, big fan of this alien. You know, cute little kitty cat. We got a little alien mouse, a little alien ship. We got tapeworm, and we got, .com deal. Net giant deal with promising startup. Online chat room service Netescape strikes major deal with computer company. I can't read the Terminal Life. The companies will be developing a revolution in immersive play. As stated by lead developer Herbert Fletcher. His name's Herbert. Monty Green, Netescape's founder and CEO, announced the collaboration today at a press conference. The prospect of these giants, tech giants working together, excited attendees at the conference that took place afterward was widely agreed to be unsatisfying. Despite further questioning on what the project will achieve, the apparent refusal to elaborate from both parties left reporters more curious than they had arrived. Ah! Remember? Oh! Thank you. Okay. Hey. Oh, let's have a conversation. ASL. Hey. ASL? Bro! I don't think he's having a good time. Let me email at him. I'm kind of frankly disappointed. Alright. Get screenshotted, idiot. You know, the more I hear him, the more I feel like he's, not having a good time. You know what? I will simply ignore him. He's still screaming. I don't know how I feel about this Dave of Dave's World. What? Yeah, maybe he's also trying to jork it here. I asked him like ASL twice, got like no response. I'm a little disappointed. I'm going back. I think he's doing it for attention. That's always for attention, you know? Imagine like doing a blood-writhing scream, all for attention. I don't think he even needs any help. Alright, we did Dave's World. Well, I guess let's go to the Church of Escapism. Chat, you know what's healthy? Escapism. Rather than facing your own problems, just go online. Play your favorite video games. Read your favorite fanfics. We love escapism here. That's kind of like a healthy way to, like, you know, respond to trauma. I don't like this. Hello, Angel. See, this is what we mean when we were talking about Skyrim earlier. It's like the quietness, the chill, laid-back nature. before we start hearing like the aggro noise and some guy screaming, right? This is what it's all about. Dude. I'm really feeling the escapism here. It's allowing me to forget my parents' divorce. My parents didn't get divorced, by the way. Are these fucking graves? You know, graves could be calming, right? Right? It's that sort of like silent nature of it. Just sort of relaxed, staring at these tombstones. Who would have known? Surprised to see you becoming a VR chat streamer, but I guess in hindsight it makes sense. Just remember to end stream before you join your furry server. But Koru, I will be streaming my furry server. Hello? Any horrors here? Oh, wait. Cocky, want, boing, boing. Yeah. Dude, nobody wants to talk to me. Not even Cocky, want, boing, boing is getting anybody's attention. Cocky one, boing boing! We know. How's your parents' tattoos? Anybody there? Hello? Again, this definitely feels like... Oh, what the fuck is that? It definitely feels like those games where it's like... I've seen videos like this where people would like travel to like different old MMOs and try to find like cults. Dude, you sound like my dad after the divorce. My parents aren't divorced, by the way. The M4RTYR. Hello. How are you? Did your parents get divorced too? Comedy comes in 3, by the way. Alright, let's go check the screenshots. What do we got here? The normal ass screenshots. This shit's normal. Where's the horror? Let me peep the horror. Hey. Hey. You. Cat. Hi, Zoe Sight. Well, good thing you stopped crying. Yeah. None of these people want my attention. Like, what's the point of playing an MMO if no one's having a conversation? Why did I zoom out? Okay. Weird. Well, good luck with you. I hope the text chat turns out to have no functional purpose and is just there to make things more off-putting as you fruitlessly try to get a response. Honestly, that's kind of a keynote way on, like, making, like, you feel even emptier. Because I feel a little bit empty. I feel alone and empty. God, Cocky one, boing boing. I even try to open up to him. Nothing works. These people hate me. Also, this place is big as hell. Chad, am I gonna enter the light? What is this? Oh, this is like a screenshot area.
Downloaded.
Hey chat, can anybody read this for me? Yeah, I don't think I can make anything of it. The $500 word paragraph. This is why the left can't meme. Just kidding. It's talking about its Chungus life. Oh, I get it. I get it. Fuck my Chungus life too. Well, wait, what the fuck is this? What is this? This is like the type of like stock photo you'd see in like a medical or like anatomy textbook where it's like, yeah, boy is getting an injection. Dude, as I said before, you know, if I would ever been in those, like, I think I was talking about with Rogue, right? Where if I was ever in those, like, old, like, photo books, right? Remember, I've been trying. Try it out and express yourself. Nobody is responsive. You know, it's like those like photos you'd see in like those like old school like books, right? Those like textbooks. You know, like for example, like you'd see it in like that have you seen that like Sphinx with like the white dude's face on it, right? Like that era of like textbooks, you know? Like I would probably be like a diversity fill, right? You'd have the white boy, you'd have the Hispanic girl, right? I'd be the Asian boy. There will be someone in a wheelchair, right? That kind of like diversity fill that you'd expect. I think it's a dissertation why Ace Combat 2 is the greatest video game ever made. You know? I don't think I grew up with that type of like militaristic mental illness. I have different mental illnesses. Also, I'm saying mental illness endearingly. Dude, back then, when I was like super into like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty and stuff like that, I had like the gun autism. Where like I kept on looking up like different guns. There was like this Japanese channel that would watch about like this Japanese dude talking about like different like weapons, and like the most iconic video that I remember seeing was like the G11. I have a lot of autisms. I have many of autisms. There are many like it, but this one is mine. See, it's with having with those powers, right? That's how like people start streaming. Oh, look, it's me. It's me. What happens if I have too many photos? So this is Terminal Life, like something about like them being together, like being acquired. It's like Terminal Life, like an evil company, right? That like sort of like took like this small indie company over, right? It's gotta be. You know, like an evil company sort of like acquiring a small company, like Microsoft acquiring Rare and Bethesda. Yay! M Green! Where are you going? Where are you going? I prefer M Red. He's on the move. Where's he going? Oh, Mr. Green! Well, I'm ignoring you. I think this game is pretty much just like focused on the exploration aspect. That's why we're just kind of here wandering around, truly. Right? Maybe the horror will come to me later. Wait. Picture area.
New file downloaded.
New file! What the fuck? What the fuck? C++? Terrifying! Okay. No. I'm trying, Mr. Spider. Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody. Nobody wants to talk to me. Chad, do you want to talk to me? Exactly. I understand. I am assuming I pretty much have to travel every world, get a collectible, and then the game is over? When am I dying? When is this game gonna like eat my soul or something? I am like prepared for it. Alright, we've been at Dave's World again, and we'll go to like Art Corner. It's like Super Mario 64. It is. Oh! I like Art World. Dude! Look at these guys! There's like little like bears right here. It's a little piggy. It's a little kitty cat. What in the early 2000s game? We're like, oh, and there's someone nearby? Maybe they would actually talk. Hi! Silly Billy! Oh my god! Somebody... How are you? Hurts? ASL? What was that? Hi, Techie Cat, how are you? Did you hear that? It was like a little, like, Slender Man looking figure who was doing, like, that one song. What was it again? It was like... Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. Have you watched Digital Circus? You look like Pomni. Hurting? I'm sorry, but you do look like Pomni. Hurts? I'm sorry, Pomni. Well, what? Why is this image removed?
New file downloaded.
looks like? Have you guys seen SpongeBob, right? During the episode where like him and Patrick were like selling chocolate? That looks like that old like shriveled up like fish lady who is like, "You're selling chocolates?" Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be horrified, but I can only think of that scene. Does it not look like her? What is this? Alright, more things that I absolutely cannot read. What? You saw, it's Slenderman! He was just here! I saw him! Hi. Do you have a printer in your in-game table or something? Do I? Yeah, I do have a printer. What is this? Dave? Oh. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, these people that are trying to talk to me, they either don't talk or they immediately trauma dump. I'm not sure these are the types of people that I want to be with. You're a little silly, Billy. Oh, dude, this guy looks cool. Look at this guy. He got the backwards cap, he got the big shoes, and he got the blunt. I'm just saying. Well, he kind of looks like Limp Bizkit. Every time I think of Limp Bizkit, I think of that one guy's song. You know the guy who made... What? Hello? You know that guy who made Planet of the Bass? He made like a new metal like parody, and it goes like, "Suck the dick, drink the piss." Hi. Yeah. Oh. Guys? I think I gotta escape this net. Kyle Gordon! Yeah, it's Kyle Gordon. You know what? I think I have to go to Dave's world. There's something we're missing with Dave. In fact, we didn't take a picture here. Are you Dave? Guys, my screenshots are full. My screenshots are full. Is there anything behind Dave? Alright, chat, how do I... delete? Oh, wait! That's how you zoom in! We can read this! Oh, what the fuck? So that's how it works, chat. I'm just stupid. I don't think I want to read this, actually. This is too long, don't read. Something, something. Something, something. Something, something. Alright, so... stock photo ass. Looks like he's getting something inside him. What do we have here? Modularizing neural nets image processing. Are we like gonna be in the computer or something? What? Chat? 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 Boo-hoo. Not my problem. Stop trauma dumping to randos. Not paradise, bruh. It's a game. Uh-huh. Can't even emote at him. Well, forgive me. Sure. What the scallop? Bro, stop it! This shit's loud as hell! Add a settings menu! Oh! Huh? 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 Hi, fish. How are you? Well? At least I still have my screenshots. Fine. I'll read the exposition. Fine. I've done it. Luckily, once the subject's been dismantled and connected, almost all of their physical senses had been removed. They move and talk in the game like someone sitting at a desk, but instead it's them. It's actually them. We've completely eliminated the in-between. There's no compromise. The individuals that pass through now stand on the forefront of true immortality, shedding the failure of our corporeal forms. Once you get used to the stench and all the excess viscera, the body is made irrelevant. Isn't a butterfly still seen as a beautiful creature despite its metamorphosis? The uncanny discomfort of melding, twisting, reconfiguring the body is simply human, but pointless. I am staring intently at one of those subjects, but words cannot describe how happy it makes me. The physical residue it has left behind is revolting, but that is expected. It defies itself, surpassing humanity's constraints like an angel. The mind simply cannot comprehend an eternal beauty such as this. Daisy rejected the treatment after seeing the state of the subjects. I haven't left the lab in weeks. She doesn't see what I see. She can't get it. Progress is disgusting. She shouldn't be punished so heavily for her ignorance, but I failed to save her. All that has been done will not be in vain. Just thinking of them in their other room writhing, still clinging to their corporeal mechanisms, makes me nauseous. They yearn to be free. My insides turn in anticipation. I no longer think of what I have done as anything other than a necessity towards enlightenment. We now arrive at a dawn of new era. Man intertwined with machines, surpassing death and living on indefinitely. And yet, I will never rest knowing Daisy's fate has been sealed despite my intervention. All right, so, that's Daisy? Hi, Mika. So, I'm assuming lore is, what if we transcend our own bodies and achieve immortality by living in the computer? You know, it's a very, how I describe it? A very popular, what's the word? Very popular form of, like, horror that I've seen many, many times. I'm a big fan of it. It's pretty cool. Trope, yeah, trope. Well, I can't do anything. I think this is the end of the demo. Like, we played many games that are like this. A few that come to mind are, there's another Itch.io game that we played. I think I uploaded on stream, where you're trying to save your friend from the computer. Like, his soul is in the computer. Another game is you got a secondhand computer, and then you find that like records and data and history of this girl, like, getting, like, along with the wrong crowd, and they convinced her to, like, upload her soul into, like, again, to a game that looks like Netescape. So definitely a very popular sort of, like, trope. I do like the execution of Netescape. I think it's very interesting. Also, does my screen have, like, a screen burn? Do you see this little box over here? That's screen burn. Your CRT is fucked, dude. How does a CRT get screen burn? Whoa, it got bigger. Am I crazy? Oh no, it is screen burn. It's like the little, like, visual effect. Ah, it doesn't matter. But that's the first game. I think that's it. It is a demo. It sort of like establishes the sort of, like, personality and the sort of, like, subject matter of the game. I do find it very interesting, and I can't wait to see more of it. But yeah. Also, I like how the fact that, like, you know, the person's fucking Daisy, whose soul is uploaded into the computer, and then all you hear is, Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else for me in this game. I'm just sort of, like, staring at a Netescape that I can't open. All right, close window. All right, that was the first game. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Next game. Hold up, chat. Next game that is on our slop menu. Why am I still blue? Why am I still